Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This segment was sponsored by the Myrtle Beach Classic.
Well, it really doesn't get much better than this. Today I am joined by Darren and we're talking about the Myrtle Beach Classic. Aren't we so lucky with this weather right now?
We are. It's gorgeous out here, blue skies and the Atlantic Ocean behind us.
Let's do the full rundown. You got this big old golf tournament coming up. This is a pretty historic event for Myrtle Beach.
It is. It's the first major professional golf tournament on the Grand Strand since the 90s. So the PGA Tour doesn't host a lot of events. There's only 36 of these on the PGA Tour regular season schedule all year long. So to have one right here in Myrtle Beach in our backyard is really, really cool.
This is a big deal.
It is. Yeah, we're excited. We're going to have 120 PGA Tour professionals in town, along with their families. I mean, we hope that a lot of the players bring their families to this setting, stay at the hotels, eat at the restaurants, and just have a good time here in Myrtle Beach.
So it's going to be a 4-day event. Can you kind of break down what that's going to look like for people?
The tournament week is May 6th through the 12th of next year. We'll kick off the week with what we call a Monday Pro-Am. So if you're a golfer and you want to come out and play with the pros, you can do that. You can buy a team in our Monday Pro-Am. Tuesday we'll have some activities. We'll have a junior clinic. So a lot of the junior golfers from the area will come and interact with some of the PGA Tour professionals that day. Wednesday we have another Pro-Am. We call it the Wednesday Pro-Am. You can also buy teams in the Wednesday Pro-Am. There's a Tuesday night party prior to that right here on the lawn right behind us. And at the party you actually get to choose which PGA Tour player you play with that next day out here at the Dunes Golf and Beach Club. So, and then Thursday we start with the first tournament round. So we'll have, like I said, 120 players that'll be here all week. Thursday is our first round, Friday is our second round. After the second round we'll have a cut to about the top 65 in ties. And then half the field will make the weekend, and they'll play on Saturday and Sunday.
So there's also going to be a charity aspect to this too. You guys want to make sure you're giving back.
There is, yeah. The PGA Tour as a whole is a very philanthropic organization. Since they started running events across the country in really the late 1960s, they've given back $3.64 billion to local charities in the markets where they have hosted events. It'll be no different here in Myrtle Beach. So. We'll have a group of charities that we will support after the tournament. We'll make those big checks and make a lot of people happy. So it's one aspect of the event that we're very proud of and again, leave an impact here in the Myrtle Beach community.
I can imagine there's a lot of planning going into this event, huh?
There is, yeah, especially with a first year event. There's lots of, a foundation to set basically. So trying to find a host hotel, working with a lot of the vendors. We're trying to use as many local vendors as we can, of course, whether that's a bus shuttle company or a restroom company or a catering company. There's a long list of vendors that we're working through kind of the vetting process to make it a great first year.
You want this to be a great experience for everyone involved.
We do, including the volunteers. So we've had a huge response from the volunteers this year. We set up an initial website where you could inquire about volunteering, and we had a hunch that the response would be good. Yeah. We had over 3,600 people respond that want to be a part of the first annual Myrtle Beach Classic.
And I can see why, especially after driving out here. I mean, what a perfect backdrop. Talk to me about this facility a little bit.
Yeah, it was built, the golf course opened in 1948. This beautiful clubhouse came soon after that. But yeah, it's a beautiful golf course. They've done a few renovations to it on some tee boxes. They've expanded the practice putting green. Just really kind of cleaned up the golf course. Not that it needed it, but to host a PGA Tour event, they wanted to really just shine for year one. So it's just a great golf course with this view. You just can't beat the location and the setting.
I love it. It's all very exciting. So where can people learn more about tickets so they can go ahead and get those as soon as possible?
Yeah, tickets are currently on sale. You can go to myrtlebeachclassic.com. Right at the top of the page, click on tickets. If you're interested in the hospitality options, you can click on the hospitality link as well, and then volunteering as well, there's a link for that right there at myrtlebeachclassic.com.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Welcome to Burgess Community Garden. This is a new concept for us that we just started last year. We have this beautiful land, 5 acres, and we happen to have an opportunity to indeed grow and develop and decide what it is we're going to do on this land. One of the things I've done for a long time is I've done outreach. And so not only am I part of the Unity Burgess community, but the outreach community also, is that I was listening to a program by the Boys and Girls Club of the Southern East region. And one of the organizations, I think in Alabama, indicated that they had a food bank and a community garden. So back in 2018, we had inherited this, and then last year I thought, oh, this will be wonderful because we'll be able to bring in the Burgess community, the surrounding community that was historically Black and now is very diverse, but also all the groups of people that we work with. We work with Help for Kids, and we've long worked and supported them, as well as the Boys and Girls Club of Myrtle Beach and Helping Hand and Family Justice. What a good opportunity to indeed start to use the land to indeed provide produce and vegetables to help all the community in terms of that, because as everyone knows, or many of us know, is that hunger is still a reality. What is it we could do to invest in the community? Bringing what it is we produce and having the community help us produce some of that, the local community help us in terms of feeding those that are in need. And that's individuals, that's communities, that's organizations. So as a result of that, Ken, who is my major master only gardener at this point in time, knew what to do in terms of building the garden. So these 2 gardens were produced as demonstration gardens, and they're primarily herbs and spices and some vegetables. And so we've grown from there. I had written a grant, Home Depot indeed responded to it, so we got a $3,200 grant indeed to build vegetable beds, and that's what we did. They came out and they built 12 beds for us so that we could indeed grow the produce that is needed and necessary and wanted by the community that I have indicated earlier.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today, I mean, come on, what a treat. I am at the
Isn't
Art
it?
Museum of Myrtle Beach. How are you doing, Patricia?
Oh, I couldn't be better. Thank you for being here.
So you are the executive director here.
I am, yes.
You know quite a bit about art.
I know quite a bit about this museum.
Okay.
I don't say that I know everything about art, but I certainly know about this museum and what we feature. And I'm delighted to feature the Rhodes Collection of African American art, the Rhodes Collection of African American art, in this exhibition entitled Lifting Black Voices.
I mean, we just took a little walk around, and it's breathtaking.
It is breathtaking.
I mean, you have Philip Simmons, Jonathan Green, just
Right.
really, really awesome.
We have 80 works by 30 different artists, all collected by Dr. and Mrs. Rhodes, who have a dental practice in Walterboro and live in Charleston, South Carolina. They have been collecting since 1991, and this is just a small portion of their collection. And weren't we lucky to get these 80 pieces?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and I mean, we have names like Jonathan Green and Philip Simmons, Tyrone Jeter, Ariane King-Comer and Leo Twiggs, who do batiks. We have sculpture and woodwork and ironwork and oils and pastels. I mean, collages, James Denmark collages. So it just tells such a wonderful story. Mainly, all of these artists have ties to South Carolina. Mm-hmm. They all were born here, taught here, lived here, created here. So this is really a homage to South Carolina and the art of past and present.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina. This story is sponsored by Plexiderm.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. You know I love to talk about Plexiderm, and today I have Melinda McKenzie with me. Melinda, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm happy to talk about a product that I use every single day.
Yes, we always talk about the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. A lot of our viewers know about that. But for somebody that is just tuning in, give them the whole rundown here.
Yeah, absolutely. So Plexiderm is simply a serum, right? So it's a serum you put on clean, dry skin. What does it do? Well, what it does is it lets you have a refreshed look because it smooths out all the lines and creases. Like I said, I've been using it every day. Next month, I'm going to be 63 years old. And what it does for my skin is under my eyes, I'm just more tired. That's what happens. You know, your skin gets more pliable. It refreshes it. So I feel like everybody needs to know about Plexiderm because who doesn't want to look fresher?
I know, it's like a beauty filter in real life. It's amazing to watch.
Yeah, it's fun to watch because it works on every type of skin. That's the other cool thing too. Men, women, it doesn't matter as long as your skin is clean and dry. And I always try to remind people, make sure your fingertips are clean and dry too, right? So if you use oils and your face is clean and dry and you take your Plexiderm, it's not going to work because oils will dilute it. So while we're saying that, if you wear cosmetics, which I love it. Who doesn't like cosmetics? Make sure you wear a water-based foundation, but you will find you're going to use less. Like, I don't know how you apply your makeup, but for me, because under the eyes was such an issue, I was always trying to put a lot of concealer, which I think we all kind of know. It makes it worse. It draws attention to it, right? With the Plexiderm, I find that I don't really need to do it because it's getting rid of the issue, which is smoothing it out. So that's not the first thing you see when you look at my face.
Oh, that's amazing. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, a tip about putting it on under makeup, because I think a lot of people who are watching right now, you know, you put on makeup every day to think that you couldn't do that. I mean, it's amazing. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it really does change the way you look at your skin because, you know, here's the thing about Plexiderm being a serum. There's a lot of products out there that say if you use this every day for 6 weeks, your skin will look better. And I'm sure that it will. But a lot of times we're in a rush and we want a temporary fix. Just like we curl our hair or wear cosmetics, right? That's a temporary fix. With Plexiderm, once you put it on and let it rest, now here's the other thing. When we say let it rest, that means you have to relax your face muscles. So let's say you put it on and you're laughing and talking, you're moving the face muscles because what we're doing is smoothing it out. Give yourself 10 minutes, whether that is to quietly look at your phone without laughing and smiling. Good luck with that. Or if you're closing your eyes, give yourself 10 minutes because once you let it rest the full 10 minutes, you have up to 10 hours of usage. And I think that's really important.
It's like having a little meditation in the morning.
It really is. And like you said earlier, I like that you said it's like a filter in real life. We're all looking at the filters on our phone going, oh, if I only had this. Now you can do it in real life with Plexiderm.
And also I feel like younger people these days are getting pressured to go get fillers and Botox and, you know, go under the knife. And I think this is a great option for people that don't want to have to do all that.
Yes, thank you for saying that. I mean, here's the thing. When you look in the mirror, you know what you feel like you want to look like. Isn't it better if you're in charge of that rather than somebody in an office? And even if you do go get, you know, those things done in the office, let's say you ate the wrong food or you didn't sleep right and you have the puffiness, guess what? In 10 minutes, Plexiderm is going to take that away. I keep my Plexiderm in my purse. I tell all my family and friends about it because it's a boost. Who doesn't want a boost?
Definitely. All right, so if somebody watching right now is interested in trying the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, what deals you got for them?
Oh, we're so excited about this deal. So go to PlexidermTrial.com, call the number on the screen, or I think we'll have a scanner code. Here's what you're going to get, right? For $14.95, you are going to get a 6-pack. What that means is you're going to get 6 applications because remember, it's highly concentrated. You just need half of a pea size. For $14.95, we're also giving you free shipping. We're giving you a 30-day money-back guarantee. And the reason we do that is because we know once you get your hands on Plexiderm, you're going to love it. So again, go to PlexidermTrial.com, call the number on your screen, or you can scan if you're modern day with your phone, and you can get this great deal.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, is that really me?
It's a facelift in a jar.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.